So and she was like, oh, okay. And that first year that my mom had passed away, like, I couldn't talk about her. I couldn't look at any photos of her. I had plenty of photos, but they were like all face down in the closet somewhere because everything was too much. So I remember one night going to sleep, and I was finally able to sleep, and I don't know if I had took sleeping pills or what the case was, but I remember having this dream, and I wrote about this on my my website. But I remember having this dream, and it felt so real, and it just let me know that God was still on my side, and he was like, no, I'm not letting this one go because she has great potential. So I remember going to sleep at nighttime, and I was laying there and I was asleep, and I just remember like my mom being there, and she was saying like, Jasmine, wake up, like, what's the matter? And I'm like, this can't be real. And she was like, yeah, it's not real, but what's the matter? And I was telling her, I was like, it's so many things that's going wrong that I feel like there is no one who has my back. There is no one who I can call on, because she, despite of everything that was going on with her personally and mentally, she still called me every single morning at 6 o'clock sharp. 6 o'clock, no matter how late I got, she was still calling me at 6 o'clock a.m. So it was like, I no longer had those phone calls from her. So I was like, everything is falling apart in my life, and I don't know how I'm supposed to move forward, because people would ask me, are you okay? Are you okay? And I would say, yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. But if you don't know me personally or something like that, I'm not going to sit here and open up to you, because I don't know what your intentions are, basically. So I remember having this conversation. I'm still asleep, and I'm having this conversation with her, and I'm just like crying in my sleep, and I'm like, it's just too much. And I was like, there's so many people out there like who still are attacking me about every single thing, whether I'm eating this or I'm eating that. And mind you, I had already gained, like, I was almost 200 pounds. So I was probably gained at least like 50 to 55 pounds within this year, 8 months to a year. So she was basically saying, remember back to that time when we had that conversation when you were 11 or 12, because I don't remember that age. Remember the age, so remember back to that time. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, you just have to remember to be strong and be who you are, because everyone is not going to be there for you. That's not their job. You're gonna have people out there, basically haters, who are hating on everything that you do, and you just have to remember that every time that you feel like you've given up, or you feel like something is not working in your favor, you remember that you can do everything. And my favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I'm always like, Lord, give me the strength to make it through this day. Give me the strength to do this. Give me the strength to do that. So after that conversation, it was basically her saying goodbye. And I remember just bawling out, like waking up, and I was crying already, because that was my first sign that God was still there, and he did still have my back, despite of everything that I was going through in my life right then and there, that he was still there. So after that, like, things like started to look up and get better, because then I just remembered that, and I remembered that. So like my partying days had started to slow down, where I wasn't going out as much. I wasn't really drinking as much and stuff like that. So